is completed. Yes. Hare Krishna. So we were here, like, he was getting ready to. No, it will take little extra time. Okay, 10-15 minutes. I think by 4:30 I may have to finish. Okay, I'm very sorry about that. Okay, now from Abhay to Swami. So how he becomes a Swami? Well, he takes up that voyage to go to US in the ship, which was taking 2.5 months for him to travel, and he reaches there after, and on the way also he gets two times heart attack because he was already 69 years old, and he was taking a lot of strain and stress. With all the trouble he did, because his Guruji has said, see the loyalty, the loyal, Guruji has said something, I need to do it. That is what was devotees normally do that, So come what may, I may be sick, no problem. But my Swamiji has said, my Guruji has said, I need to do that. So he was given the name Bhakti Vedanta by the members of Gaudiya Vaishnava movement. What is a Gaudiya? Gaudiya is that Bengal. That area is called Gaudiya. So Gaudiya, the spellings are wrong. I'll make correction later. Gaudiya Vaishnava movement because of his devotional and scholarly abilities. He was very good in English, was very good in Sanskrit, kept on writing books and books and books and all narrations and explanations and all. So he was conferred the title of Bhakti Vedanta. And in 1959, he was conferred the title of Swami also. Then 1965, he finally thought of going there to travel to America on the cargo ship. How much money he had? Nothing. He had only 35 or 40 rupees, Indian rupees he had. He didn't have anything. Is there anyone known to him in America? No. He just left. And in July 1966, just within a year, he brought universal missionary Vaishnavism to the Western world, founding the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He made a good organization. Like otherwise, people were just following. Earlier, the Siddhanta Saraswati, all these other, his Gurujis, they were following. But a proper setup, this Prabhupada had made a proper setup, proper organization, where things will go as per the rules and regulations. So that is what he wanted. Everything should be set right, clearly. And he formed ISKCON in New York. From there, he started. And this was what I said was, this was cargo ship, not even a comfortable ship. Like, it was not full of things, carrying from one place to another and all. Yes, next in 1969, September in 1969, Srila Prabhupada, the founder of Hare Krishna movement, was a house guest at Titanes Park, John Lennon's estate in England. Then his meeting with the Beatles. I hope many people must have heard about the band named Beatles. Okay, so those days it was very famous. The Beatles, especially George Harrison, the one who was singing there, he was even today in London, he had just donated his farmhouse for ISKCON temple. Big farmers. I don't know how many people have gone and seen. I had the opportunity to go 3 times. I have gone. So let our moment to go around the world. Then the books written by His Divine Grace, Prabhupada, he never used to waste one single, moment. Either write or preach or, do bhajan or kirtan or do seva or do prasad, anything, something for Krishna, he'll keep on doing. He was doing that way. His bhakti was so this intense. The books written by His Divine Grace, Bhaicharan, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, are the law books for the next 10,000 years. You can find it in the Veda base. Just type Veda base. ISKCON ka pura, the entire site will get open. Go to library, then I think video, library and books. All first, I think it will be Bhagavad Gita, then Bhagavatam, and then all many books are there. Not only English, it is translated in many other languages, but in Indian languages, right now we have only English. So that, online also you can read. And this is the Back to God, 1 minute. And this is the Back to Godhead magazine, which he started. And even today, it is very better. Yeah, and now he had gone to all over the world. Travels of Abhaichar and Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada from 1965 to 1977. He had gone 12 times around the world, around the globe. 25 countries he visited and did what? In the 12 years, he found this, created 108 ISKCON temples. Isn't a miraculous thing? One temple to build itself will take so much of legal hassles and so much of money involvement is there, and so many problems. But he was very easily could do it because thanks to the devotees also. He was motivating the devotees and devotees were paying him, and he could construct many temples around the world. So many, wherever you people are, you can guess. I am in India, so he had come back to India and gone again. The Iran twice, United Kingdom 13 times, Germany 3. All these places he have gone, and he constructed temples also. ISKCON temple. Now it has become a worldwide thing. Chat. Anybody has written? Now it's audible. Yes, yes. Krishna Kumar. Krishna Kumar Prabhuji, have you given me your phone number? I think you have not given. Have you given? Kindly, those who have not given the phone number, kindly give. Again, tomorrow I will ask. Don't worry about that, because today is all haphazard way of working. Tomorrow I'll form a Google form and you can put that. Yes. So after this year, I think over. End of, enough of learning about Prabhupada. Now we'll go to ISKCON. We'll go, our ISKCON. Where is this temple? Now, right now we have constructed a new temple. Okay. And that is in Sri Radha Govinda temple at Mathaji Nagara, Mudabettu, Ulai, Mangalore. Mangalore only. Now also the old temple was also in Mangalore only. Now we have shifted to our own place. Earlier it was a rental place. For 10, 15 years, we were in the rental place. Now we have our own place. We bought the land. We are constructing, still under construction. Almost 75% of the work is done. Just little is left. And mostly by next year, 2024, it will be totally done and renovated and everything like proper, like we say, housewarming, like that. We'll have a puja and all. And earlier, this was our rental address. Coconut Garden Road, Tollgate, Kadri, Mangalore. And he's Namanishra Das Prabhuji, his Grace, Namanishra Das Prabhuji. He is a B.Tech from IIT Kanpur. And after his this education, he got campus placement in Infosys. He worked there also. Then he became a professor in one of the colleges. But he went on working, but then at a very young age, okay, around maybe 25, 27 years, he felt, he was not complete. He felt something I'm lacking. I'm learning. I learned in IIT. Okay, very easily could get admission in IIT and all that. Nowadays, what children are fighting so much, right from 7th standard, 8th standard, they're getting trained to get into IIT entrance exam. For entrance exam, so much they have to work. But he was very intelligent. He could get inside IIT also very easily. After that, he came out. Campus placement, he was placed in Infosys. He worked there also. Then he was a professor. He tried all his things, but somewhere he was not feeling satisfied. Then somebody took him to ISKCON and he was following that. Then he started liking, yes, this is where I get total enjoyment. Enjoyment means I feel I'm breathing openly, like, this is the place where I was searching from. So he started liking. Immediately he became a sannyasi. He's not married, he's a sannyasi. And he stays in the temple only. He's now mother and father, both parents are also there with him. So it's a nice thing. Every day he comes for Mangalarti and he comes for pravachan, this for Bhagavatam pravachan and all he gives. It's very interesting to listen from him. Very well versed with all scriptural studies also. Yes, now we'll enter into Bhagavad Gita. Just one slide of our Prabhu Namanishra Das Prabhu. Now, Bhagavad Gita, this is what is an epic scripture. Now, it has the answers to all our problems. Do we have problems? Many people say, what problems? I have nothing. Yes, we do have problems. But what exactly is the problem? My milkman is not coming. That problem, Bhagavad Gita will not solve. Bhagavad Gita will actually solve real problem in our life is we are born here. We are not trying to get out of here. Again, we take some form. Again, we are getting born here, but we don't remember our past life. We won't know about our future life also. That is what is taught in Bhagavad Gita. We are just in a vicious cycle. We are keep repeating our birth in this world, and which is not, that is not a solution. We need to get out of this. That is what we are going to do. And this is what Bhagavad Gita is, a spiritual dictionary. You get all the answers in this. It ignites inspiration. This is like a life manual. It inspires us to live beautifully, to live peacefully, heart content, enjoy your life, but enjoy in what way? Very nice way. Like think of God and do bhajan kirtan, and you can enjoy your life. And no need of taking drastic step to, nowadays you can hear so many suicide cases we are listening. Not necessary to end your life just because of somebody has rebuked you and somebody has shown you something just passing. It's such a stupidity. Anyway, so now Mahatma Gandhi, he had lived his life every day. He used to read Bhagavad Gita. So those who meditate on Gita will derive fresh joy and new meaning from it every day. That is what he felt. And because he was getting, every day he will read Bhagavad Gita, he used to get inspired and he will get some solution, because he was a freedom fighter, right? He was facing so many problems. So every day he will spend some time for Bhagavad Gita. That take a problem, whatever solution he used to get from Bhagavad Gita, he will feel, okay, now I can tackle this problem. That is what he had. I mean, he was behaving. Then Albert Einstein also said, when I read Bhagavad Gita and reflect about how God created this universe, everything else seems so superfluous, because he himself is a very, he was a scientist, right? So he was creating that, this and all that. But when he read Bhagavad Gita, he said, oh God has created such a beautiful and entire universe. How can that be? How he could have done all this? Compared to that, mine is hardly anything. So even not only Indians or, we people are, we know about Bhagavad Gita. It is very well known. And in fact, in Netherlands, they have made it compulsory for students to learn Bhagavad Gita in their own language, Dutch language they will be learning, but they have made it compulsory. In India, still we have not come to that level. Hare Krishna. So more like better like to start at an early age, but nevertheless, as early as possible, we can. So why ISKCON's Bhagavad Gita? Okay, so you can find our Bhagavad Gita is written as not only Bhagavad Gita, it is Bhagavad Gita as it is. In English, you can find, I have all this book. Yeah, Bhagavad Gita as it is. So why it is given that as it is tag? Because now the explanation is given. Phone gets damaged if you charge it with a broken cable. It cannot be used for proper data transfer either. This is due to lack of contact between the source and the receiver. Similarly, the message of Krishna must come via an unbroken chain of disciplic succession. What is disciplic succession? A guru has to impart that knowledge to your student. The student will become a guru, and that guru, the so-called student who has become guru will impart the same knowledge. Whatever knowledge he has gained, he has to pass it over to the other people who are learning. So this is how we have to learn Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, just one person said, I know Sanskrit, I can do all the translation and all. Now I will start teaching Bhagavad Gita. Please don't ever try to learn from such people. They will have concocted story. They will have their own imaginative things, meanings, they may put. But how we have to learn? We have to learn wherever it is a disciplic succession. Disciples are there. They are learning from their guru. That guru, that disciple will become a guru. He will impart his knowledge to others. That is called disciplic succession. And our Srila Prabhupada is the 32nd Acharya. He was a student. He was learning from Saraswati, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he was a 31st Acharya. He was a 32nd Acharya. And now we have many other Acharyas, but we are learning whatever he has written in the books, like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lecture of Instruction, Lecture of Division, everywhere he has given his commentaries. So we are learning through whatever he has said. So Gita is a vast book. A systematic study of the Gita will take about a year. So we can't complete within 18 days. It's not a magic, right? To learn Bhagavad Gita, it's not learn shloka. Now I know shloka. But learning shloka and saying shloka is not everything about Gita. That is also a part of it. Bhajan Kirtan, yes, part of it, but not entire Gita. So entire Gita to learn, it needs at least a year's time. So in 18 days, we can't do that. So we are focusing on the flow of thoughts between Krishna and Arjuna. In every chapter, Arjuna will get some questions. Like when in our class, I said, now after the class, if you have any doubt, you can ask. But Arjuna was, for every chapter, it will start with a question. What is that? What is it? Kim, he keeps asking. And Krishna, he is a very good teacher. So he will explain to him. So in a way, what? It is as good as we are learning from that, their conversation. So what is our objective? Our objective is to prepare one for a deeper study of Gita. This is not a once upon a time, there was a king. It is not that sort of a fairy tale story. This is Bhagavad Gita to bring changes in us. We have to bring out some good changes in us. That is what we are aiming. Yeah. So Guru Parampara is what? Like this, all the Swamiji, Gurus will be there. They will be imparting knowledge to their disciple, and he will become a Guru and impart knowledge. Like that it comes. That is what is called Guru Parampara. Krishna's message must come through an unbroken chain of Guru Parampara. Now, right now we can see this. Namanishradas, our temple president, is here. His Guru is Jayapataka Swami. He is still alive. He is in Mayapur, our center in UP, Mayapur. And he is Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. So this is how the divine disciplic succession comes. Yeah. So now 5 things we are going to learn in Bhagavad Gita. Nothing other than that. What are there? What are those? One is about Ishwar. What is Ishwar? Krishna. Nothing else. We are going to talk about Krishna only. Now, what is Jiva? The second point we'll be learning about Jiva. And what is that? Jivatma, we can say, Jiva, we say. That is all living entities. Whichever is alive, can be an ant, an elephant, or a tree. Anything is alive, that will all come under Jiva, living beings. Then Prakriti, nature. You can see the nature around us, the clouds and rain and air, breeze, all this. So that is all called nature. So we are going to learn about that also. Kala. Kala is what? Time. The time factor. 10 years before, how were we? Just look at your photo. You'll be surprised. Oh, was it so thin? Now I've become a big. I'm talking about myself. Huh? So that all changes will bring. So the time factor will tell us how things have changed. So we'll be talking about time factors. Then karma. Karma is what? Actions. What action? Good action, bad action. Which action will lead us to Krishna? That also we will be seeing. So these are the only 5 topics we'll be seeing the entire 18 chapters. Okay. So all the Upanishads are like a cow. So we can take an example like this is like all Upanishads are put in the form of a cow, and Krishna is milking that cow. And what comes out? From the cow, the milk comes. From this Upanishad, what comes out? Bhagavad Gita comes out. So Krishna is the one who is removing Bhagavad Gita from all these Upanishads. So when you can proudly say, I have learned Upanishads. What is the Upanishad? Is that Bhagavad Gita mein sab kuch hai. All that, from that Upanishad, this Upanishad, put everything in Bhagavad Gita and we are learning that only. So Sri Krishna is the son of Nanda who milks the cow. And who is a calf? Arjuna is a calf because he's the first person who is tasting that Bhagavad Gita. He's learning from Krishna. So he's the calf, and the beautiful nectar, that milk is called Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the milk. And who are we? We are the fortunate devotees with sound philosophical knowledge are those who drink and enjoy that milk. So we are those, sound fortunate devotees who are willingly come, join this course and, they are waiting to taste that milk. So we are all very fortunate. There are many people who are still not able to join. So you can coax others also, please, it's a wonderful thing. We need to learn our scriptural thing, right? And Bhagavad Gita is one of that. It is not only meant for Hindus or Christians or men, only for human beings. If you have a pet dog, no, it is not meant for pet dog or pet cat. No, it is meant for human being. If a person feels he's a human being, he has to learn. This is not mixing up religion at all. In fact, in 18th chapter, he says very openly, Krishna, leave all your religion, whatever you're following, whatever I said earlier, forget everything and just, be my disciple. Just surrender unto me. I will remove all your papa, all your sins I will remove. That is what he says in 18th chapter. So this is meant for human being. Whoever thinks they are human being, they have to read this. And there's a small family tree, not the entire Mahabharata, now how many characters are there. So we're not talking about those characters and all. Just Vyasadeva has 3 sons, Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidur. Vidur ka bachon ke bare mein we are not talking at all. Not related to this Bhagavad Gita. We are going to talk about Dhritarashtra's son. They are called Kauravas. Actually, this is Kuru, lineage only. So all are called Kauravas only. But to differentiate, Dhritarashtra's sons are called Kauravas. Pandu's sons are called Pandavas. They are also Kauravas only. But to differentiate, the 2 different people, we are saying Kauravas and Pandavas. Pandavas are, these 2 brothers are there. Their children are called Kauravas and Pandavas. So will God talk to us? Yes, of course, he will talk to us. Only that we don't understand that language, but it's given in Sanskrit. So we need some guidance from like ISKCON sort of a thing. They are very systematically provided how to learn Bhagavad Gita, how to start the 18 days course. Yes, in that 18 days course, what you learn? Just a drop. Okay, after that what? Level 2 is there. But level 1 is samjhane to do. No, again you can do. What about level 2? Continue level 2 also. You can do both together. Nobody will stop you. So continue 18 days. Every month, you just keep continuing. Slowly, one drop, full bar jayega. Then you will understand. Oh, is this what we were missing all these years? You will understand. And level 2 will be still more fun because we'll be covering all the shlokas will be covered in level 2. But here, this is just a small course, 18 days course. It is very few important shlokas will be covered. So we'll will God talk to us? Yes, Lord, please talk to me. He gives, take Bhagavad Gita book. Whatever I'm going to, whatever I'm speaking, it is all given in that. You can read and find out what this, message is given. So this is what Bhagavad Gita has, total 700 shlokas. This you may get it in quiz. Okay, so just remember that there are total 700 shlokas. And that 574 shlokas are said by Lord Krishna. 84 shlokas are said by Arjuna. Sanjaya says, this is the important thing. Dhritarashtra Maharaj, actually, the story starts like that. Dhritarashtra is the two sons I said, no, Dhritarashtra and Pandu. Pandu is no more. Pandu, that is Pandava's father, is expired. So only Dhritarashtra is there, but he is born blind. So he's asking his assistant, personal assistant, because since he's blind, so his personal assistant is there, Sanjaya, and he has a divine power of knowing, like, if he thinks of one place, he can easily visualize what is happening there, and he can narrate also. So he's gifted that way. So he's asking Sanjaya, just tell me what is happening in that battlefield. So that is how it starts. And Sanjay is narrating the entire background story. We are learning as if Krishna and Arjuna, they're talking, and whatever is happening, we're all learning from that. So the starting is from Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra Uvacha, it starts like that. He's asking Sanjay, please tell me. So only one question, one shloka he says, that's all. And then Sanjay says 41 shlokas and rest of the people. Yeah, who is there in chat? Anshu. Oh, I need to write. Okay, I'll take down this later. Okay, Anshu. Please keep writing. I'll take a Photoshop of that. Photos. Yes, no, and Arjuna's indecisiveness. As I said earlier, so this is the, the scene. They're all decided to fight. The main thing to Kauravas, or the Duryodhan, the Kauravas, the first son, his name is Duryodhan. He said nothing doing. We will just see to it that we both see in the battlefield, and whoever wins get the kingdom, like that. So ultimately these people have to say, okay, fine, chalo, maan lenge. And he said, okay, but Arjuna wanted to see, I just want to see such a big, it was a big battle. Okay, so he said, I just want to see who are all on our opposite side. So take the Ratha, take the chariot in between the two armies. So Krishna drove the chariot in midst of both armies. Arjuna was in difficulty having to fight. Why? Earlier he was very, okay, ladai karna hai na, okay, come, we'll meet in the battlefield. But as soon as he entered in the mid of both the armies, he was perplexed, he was confused. So to fight the battle of Kurukshetra, he was having difficulty having to fight the battle of Kurukshetra. He surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and consequently this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So even this we can learn it from every action. We can learn from Arjuna. Yes, he surrendered when there was a when a problem comes, when he's confused, what he did, surrendered to Krishna. He knows Krishna is his cousin brother only. He's the Bua ka ladka. Still, he knows that he's God, so he didn't go say, hey, I cannot fight, I'm going. He didn't say that. He says, of course, he suggested that in between, but he said, but Krishna, please tell me what is best for me. Please tell me. He was surrendering himself. That is what we have to learn. Even we may come across many problems in our life where we have to surrender to a higher authority. Who is that higher authority? Definitely God. So that is how we have to learn from each behavior. And there's something bad about Arjuna also. That also we'll talk. Yes, 1 minute. Yeah, so welcome. So welcome everybody. Every journey begins with a single step. So we have taken one step like this. Still we have not kept down because in between all drama became. So now we will take a single step today, Thursday. Let's begin the journey into the mysticism of Gita.
नहीं सर अभी वो बीच में पोर्टल बंद हो गया था ना सैलरी
सैलरी बंद कर दिया ये भगवान what happened okay who spoke I don't know that's very bad don't stop anybody's salary Hare Krishna. So I muted everybody. Okay, I normally don't do so I forgot actually. Okay, so this is when this Dhyana shloka. Sarvo Panishado Gavo Dugdha Gopala Nandana Partho Vatsasudir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Amritam Mahat. Gita Amritam. Gita is like what? It's like Amrit. So what he says, Sarva Upanishad. All the what we learned, we just read a few slides before. No? All the Upanishads are like a cow, and the milker of the cow is Lord Sri Krishna, the son of Nanda. Arjuna is the calf, the beautiful nectar of Gita is the milk, and the fortunate devotees is fine theistic intellect. are the drinkers and enjoyers of that milk. So that is what we learn now. And this is that shloka. Yes. No, we'll enter first. And hardly anything is there in first chapter. Okay, all I said, no, the names of the people, names of father-in-laws and kings and shank, the conch shells, all these things are given. Conch shell we can go through. So Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Vishada is very lamenting. He's very sad and he's saying, oh God, I can't fight the war. This is Arjuna's yoga for lamentation. Yes, so what are we going to learn? In the first shloka, Dhritarashtra is saying, Kim Akurvata, Kim, what? What are they doing? And Sanjay, please tell me. Akurvata means doing. Kim Akurvata, what are they doing in the battlefield? Please tell me. Then Duryodhana's fear. People who make mistake, they will know. Actually, invariably, their own, that guilty conscience will answer them. But out of false pride, they don't want to accept. No, I'm all perfect. Let us see in the battlefield. But within themselves, they know they are on the wrong path. They don't want to be submissive and say that, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It should not have happened. Come, mandoli kar lenge. No, they don't want to leave up that. So Duryodhana was fearful. So Mahatim Chamam Vyudam, after seeing the Vyudam is like that arrangement of that army, by seeing that he got scared. Just seeing the army, the way Pandava's side, the army arrangement, seeing that he got scared. The next scare, he was getting scared by these people were blowing their shank, that conscience. There also, everybody was shaken because they know themselves like they are all on the wrong path. So that is Duryodhana's fear. We will be learning from 2, from the verse 2 to 11. Then blowing of conscience. Before the start of war and all, they just blow the conch. So Hridayani Vedharayat, all their heart was shattered. Whose? Not Pandavas. Pandavas were, okay, you wanted war. No, okay, we will do war. And they were confident. Krishna is there with us. We are anyway, we will be winning. And we are on the right path. So why should we fear? But fear who? It's all meant only for Duryodhana and their team. Because they were all wrong. They were doing all wrong things. So Hridayani Vedharayat is, they're all the Hriday. Heart was shattered by hearing the conscience. Then Arjuna's observation. He's watching overall there on my opposite side. And Gandhivam Samshrate Hasta. The Gandhivam is that bow. The bow is just slipping from his hand. It's falling down. He's become weak, mentally weak, physically weak. He becomes weak. Hasta, from hand, it's just falling. From 20 to 27, that explanation is given. And Arjuna's reason not to fight. Then he gives a lot of explanation. You know what? He's teaching Krishna. You know what? This is what I will be committing a sin. You know what? That is what is happening. You know what? This. And we'll also, when you read those shlokas, oh, right, what he says is right. Yes, what Arjuna says is right. Again, I felt that way. When I was learning for the first time, I said, oh, true, now what he says is right. As a nice person, he was, understanding. He was a very compassionate man. He was from 28 to 46, he keeps explaining. Apratikaram ashastram. I am not going to fight back. Apratikara, I'm not going to retaliate. They want to kill me. Yes, let them kill. I will leave all my weapons and stand. Without weapon. I'll just stand, let them kill me. But I cannot do the same thing to them. They would like to kill me and take the kingdom. But I don't have that nature. I can't kill them and take the kingdom. I am not of that nature. He says all that. So we also feel, Arjuna is so great. Yes, so now we will start. And within 5 minutes, we'll end also. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Arjuna Vishada Yogaha Ata Pratamo Adhyayaha. The first chapter begins. The first shloka is Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Uvacha, every time you get this word Uvacha. Uvacha means says. So Dhritarashtra says, Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavas Shaiva Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. What is Sanjaya is the personal secretary. He is asking, please tell me what is happening in the battlefield. And he can actually visualize what is happening in the battlefield, and he is narrating the story. Okay. Dhritarashtra said, oh Sanjay, after my sons and the sons of Pandu, he's separating the, see, after all, his brother's son, and the brother is no more. He is not alive also. How he should be considering my children, all of my children. That is how the one person should feel for their own kids and kin. But he felt my brother's sons and my son, because he was favoring, he knew he was wrong. He knew his children were doing wrong, but still he had that, not only physically blind, he was mentally, emotionally, everything, he was blind only. He felt, no, my children, no, they should win. He will not question their children and he will not, retaliate, nothing. Yeah, whatever they say is right. So go ahead. But they should win. They are wrong. Yes, no problem. Still they should win. So he's asking Sanjaya, after my sons and sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? What are they doing? Why is so curious to know? He was sure these people are going to lose the battle. They will all get killed. He was very sure. Still, he was, so what are they doing? Just let me know. So this is what from this we should know. We should not be like, because I think most of us will be parents or grandparents and all. Even our own children are making mistakes. We should be there to tell, even if not in front of everybody, at least make them realize, no, you are wrong. We should have that audacity to tell. Wrong means wrong. Bhale wo wrong hoga, tum wrong hoga. In fact, our apna bache hai, to immediately we have to correct them. We cannot keep on pampering them and say, oh, it's okay, you just carry on. Then they'll become kauravas only. So we should be correcting them. But he was doing the other way around. That's why they all got killed also. Now what happened? Yeah. This is one analogy they have given, like milk. So milk has everything in it, right? Milk has butter and what cream and paneer and what name it, and you have everything. Just boil it, do everything, and get split up, and you will come to know what is that. So what from this, we are trying to learn is, this is like all the children, right? And he's separating out his children alone, leaving the Pandavas, leaving the Pandu's sons, and my children should be in place well. That is what he is. Though he knows that these people are on the wrong side, but he expects them to be safe and they should win the war. So this is like Dharmakshetra, which is a common place. Mamakaha Pandava, Mamakaha, my children and the Pandu's children. They're like water to throw away. Kimma Kurvata means ultimately what? What are they doing means his aim is what? Whether my children are safe, are they safe, are they alive? That is what he wants to know. 1.3. Pashyai Tampandu Putrana Macharya Mahatim Chamam Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tavasishyena Dhimata. Oh, my teacher, this is how he talks to an elderly person, guru and all, which we should be teaching our children also, which we also should learn. Never ever, raise your voice when you talk to our elders or parents or whoever, elders, that's common. So this is what he says is, behold, see, look, in opposite side, Konkani, the great army of the sons of Pandu, they're all there, expertly arranged by your own intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. So Drupada's story is what? Drupada and Dronacharya, they were all childhood friends. They were in the same school and all, they were learning together. So, but Drupada is the son of a king. So naturally, he will also get the Gadi, which is like family hierarchy, family thing. So he will also become a king at the later stage. And this Dronacharya was a Brahmin. He was there only to teach. His father was a teacher. He will also become a teacher. That was this time. So he said, but in future, when you become king, will you do some favor to me? Then Drupada says, yeah, absolutely no problem. Don't worry. But when they grew up and they parted their ways and all, then one fine day he had some problem. He went to him, he went to Drupada, and when he asked for favor, he said, no, I don't recognize you. Get lost. After becoming king, he didn't recognize me. He didn't want to, give him any this special favor and all. So he said, oh God, you're such this person. I will never ever, have any relation. I'll see to it, how you, whatever. He became a number one enemy for this person. But his own son, Drupada's son, came to him for learning that archery. He knew he's Drupada's son because they have to introduce themselves. No, oh, no problem. Come, I'll teach you. Like he was teaching to Pandavas and Kauravas, he treated Drupada's son also on the equal platform he was teaching. That is a good character of a teacher. A teacher, when it comes to teaching, he should be concentrating only on the subject that he has to teach and not who has come, why should I teach that person, why should I? That disparity he should not be. So he was very good in doing that. He didn't show any disparity between an enemy son or friend son, nothing like that. But Duryodhana is pinpointing that. Look, your enemy, Drupada's son, he is there on the opposite side. You taught him, no? In spite of your enemy's son had come, still you taught him. And where is he now? He's on the opposite side, he's against you, trying to kill us, like that. And look, the way he has arranged the army and all. Hare Krishna. We'll get to learn a lot of what to do and what not to do. Oh, this is all. Yes. So the mood of Bhagavad Gita is was Arjuna's bewilderment and appearance of illusion must be understood to be Krishna's arrangement. Oh, that Rath can be kept in some place. No, why did he take only to the middle of that? Because I mean that arrangement, because he knows. Let him get little more confused. Let Arjuna get a lot of confusion. Then I will teach him what is life. What is life is all about. The angle what you're looking at things is not the correct angle. I will teach you what is life is all about. That is what Krishna wanted. So all that drama, the director is what? Is Krishna. So Krishna has is the arrangement. So it must be understood that it is Krishna's arrangement. If not for Arjuna's confusion and bewilderment, there would have been no necessity for Krishna to speak Bhagavad Gita to rescue him. Although Arjuna is the apparent first listener of the Bhagavad Gita, it is for the benefit of everyone, for us. Because for us also, we face so many situations, we won't know whether it is correct or no. But with Bhagavad Gita ka sahayata se, you will get some quote, you will get hint, and you will, just given that, so let me, take a decision. Then that decision will become correct. So this is the one, and yeah, and what different reaction to the same scene. Dhritarashtra, I mean, we just said about Dhritarashtra Maharaj, he was very partial to his own son. So he knew that they were all on the wrong path. Still, he was not correcting them. Instead, he was supporting them blindly, and we know their fate. And Arjuna, after entering into the battle, he was very good, all good, very good archer. But after coming to the battlefield, he can't say, no, I can't fight my own men. See, even before coming to the battlefield, he knew, I mean, all his grandfather and all his many friends are there on the opposite side. They're all going to support them only. So why should you just after coming there, you can, like our own people are there in the army, army in the border, China, India border or Pakistan, India border. After going there, oh no God, I can't see the blood and all, please go away. He can't talk to that enemy, please go away. I can't kill you, What will happen to your children and all? If you are dead, your children will be anath. He cannot keep lecturing them. There you are standing there, you should be like a true, like, a serviceman, just wait and kill. But Arjuna has become weak after coming to this battlefield. He shows his weakness. And then Duryodhana, in a very arrogant manner, he speaks. So all these characters we can analyze and we should learn from them how not to be and how to be. What happened? Yeah. Names of divine conscience. We are coming to the end only. Not much in this chapter. Lord Krishna, he had Panchajanya. And Arjuna, and all these are divine conscience. All the names are all very different names. So everything is given in shlokas. Okay, once you know the shloka, this will become easy. And this may come in your quiz also. Arjuna had Devadatta. Bhima had Poundram, King Yudhishthira. He had Ananta Vijaya. Nakula is Saghosha. Sahadeva had Mani Pushpaka. These are all the conscience names. These are all the characters. So they were going. Now. Sagoshodhata Rashtanam Hridayani Vyadharayat. Nabascha Prithivim Seva Tumulo Abhyanunadayan. By hearing the sound, what happened? The blowing of these different conches became uproarious and thus vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of sons of Dhritarashtra because they knew very well they were on the wrong path, but out of false ego, no. We can't give you even one pinprick land also, we won't give. That sort of arrogance they had. So finally it went into war and we know the story. So they knew that they were wrong. And they were scared of that. Yes. So the same thing is given here. Arjuna's reason for not wanting to. He was very compassionate. Okay, Arjuna's compassion was for those he is about to slay. Dictates he shouldn't be fight. After seeing that, all these people I'm going to, for one aiming, gone, everybody will die. So he was very compassionate for them. No enjoyment. After killing all my relatives, my grandfather, all known people on that, because they're all born, all with all these people. Just because of this war, they're all on the opposite sides. After killing them, who are left? To whom should I, get the kingdom and all? I don't want something to get after killing such people, my own kith and kin. So there's no enjoyment in that. That's what he feels. Then it's in destruction of family. When the person dies, what happens to his wife? What will happen to his children? He's thinking that and from that angle. So who will take care of them? So the destruction of a family tradition. Then saintliness and fear of sinful reaction. I mean, When you kill somebody, even an ant, if you kill, you're going to have the papa for that. The sinful, it is a sinful reaction. But I'm killing a man, not one, hundreds and thousands are there. So it's all a sinful reaction. So it is not a saintliness or anything. The indecision, he is not able to decide whether to fight or not to fight. So all this makes him perplexed, and what he's doing, he's surrendering to Krishna. He's not running away from the battlefield, though he says, I better to be in the sannyasa, all leave this and we don't want to become king or anything. I'll just do, please just suggest. But he said, no, you're a Kshatriya. You have to fight. So Krishna is saying all that. So which can you relate to? 1 minute. Yeah, 5 reasons Arjuna do not want to fight. He was very compassionate, no enjoyment. It's like committing sin and family traditions. When the other person gets killed, his family will be destroyed. And then he was not able to decide whether to fight or not to fight. He's crying, poor boy. Yes, so where are we? 9 signs of victory. That is the last topic. So, but these people are bound to win. Why? There are many indications. Omen, we say, no, good omen. So there are many signs shows that these people will win. 9 signs are there. What are they? It is a dharma kshetra. People who are on the righteous path, they will definitely win. So that please. And divine chariot. The chariot has been given by Agni Deva. Agni Deva has gifted this, all these very, what saint, good people who have given this Rath can go in any direction. It can take turn and it can be used for this fighting. Divine chariot. And then Kapit Dwaja. There is you can see Hanuman in this Dwaja. Dwaja is a flag and Kapi is actually called monkey. But he's our God. So wherever the Hanuman is there, definitely it always shows a victory sign only, He comes with Sita, all that Brahman story, we know. So this is how. So when there is a Hanuman is there, so we are bound to win. And what is the fourth one? Shankanada, all their Shank, that glowing conscious are all very divine ones. So that also is an indication that they are all bound to win only. Gandiva, this is this, bow. The bow, what he had is given by Varuna Deva. That is, so that is also Deviga, like, what very auspicious and divine. And Tyakta Jivita, whoever is dying in this battlefield, they will all go to higher planets. See, we have taken a birth. Okay, we are all having a body now. Our day will come and we have to die. So better to die in a battlefield, because in this battlefield, whoever dies, they'll all get they'll go to heavenly planets. So Tyakta Jivita, this is also very good this place to die. And then for the Mokshada Ekadashi. Then apparently today is also Ekadashi. So we'll explain about Ekadashi in your next Ekadashi when it comes, when you will be doing your 16th chapter. Okay, that time I will explain 16th chapter or 15th chapter also I can explain. So today is also Ekadashi. Ekadashi days are very auspicious. You fast and think of Lord more on those days. So that was a Mokshada Ekadashi. Mokshada means you get moksha when you fast on those days. When you not only fasting, think of the Lord's name more and more. So you get moksha. And Bhagya Lakshmi. Who is Bhagya Lakshmi? Lakshmi Devi. Where is Lakshmi Devi? Always residing in his heart. Krishna ka heart mein baiti hai. She will not come alone. She says, yeah, call Krishna, I'll come along with my husband. I don't want to leave my husband and come. She's there inside his heart. So Bhagya Lakshmi gives. She gives all opulences. So wherever is Lakshmi is there, they won't have nothing will be that lacking. Everything will be in full. So Bhagya Lakshmi is there on their side. Rishikesha. God himself is there on their side. So there is no doubt that, they will lose the battle. These are all the indications, 9 signs of victory. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama Pratamodhyaya. This ends the first chapter. So then we'll just see quickly, we'll see the summary part. Today all got delayed because of my net problem. I'm so sorry. Observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. 2 armies, those of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, face each other on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Many signs indicate victory for the Pandavas. Dhritarashtra, the Pandavas' uncle and the Kauravas' father, doubts the possibility of his son's victory and asks Sanjaya, his secretary, to describe the scene on the battlefield. He was not very doubtful that these people are going to lose the battle. Arjuna, one of 5 Pandava brothers, undergoes a crisis just before the fight. He is overwhelmed with compassion for his family members and teachers, whom he is supposed to kill. Naturally, they're all on the opposite side. And he's a great archer. One aim, gone. It is not killing one person, one bow. One arrow. It's just one arrow. Tuck, 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 tuck. Everybody, you must have seen that Mahabharata serial and Ramayana serial. So everybody will get killed. So after submitting before Krishna many noble and moral reasons why he wishes not to fight, he gives all the possible reasons. Oh, how can I kill? How can I kill? This is not fair. That is enough. Arjuna and Krishna was just quietly listening. He didn't utter a single word. So this also we have to learn. If anybody is just lamenting and saying this, that, we should keep our ears open, listen everything. Because in between, if you speak, nothing will go into his ears. But he's already overwhelmed with all that problems. So he will think of only his problem and he will speak. What we are supposed to just give your ears, just keep listening. After vomiting out everything, then he will be peace. He will be at peace. Then whatever you say, oh, is that so? Oh, so was I wrong in that? Then he will understand. But in between, if you speak, he will not be. In fact, he will get angry on you. You don't understand what I'm trying to tell and you're trying to teach me, he will say. So we should be a patient listener. That also we can learn from Krishna. Many things we can learn. But only that we need to know. Learn what? Okay. After submitting before Krishna many noble and moral reasons why he wishes not to fight, Arjuna casts aside his weapons, overwhelmed with grief. Arjuna's reluctance to fight indicates his kind heart. Such a person is fit to receive transcendental knowledge. He is very good by heart. So that was then a divine qualities he has. So he is fit for learning that transcendental knowledge. So Krishna made him that, smart. Yes. So now we are ending the flow of this by saying, always before saying this mantra, Maha Mantra, we normally pray all this Pancha Tattvas. Pancha Tattvas again, Krishna's energies only. So they are Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, he is Balarama Avatar. Okay, he's a Balarama Avatar. He is Krishna Avatar himself. Shri Advaita Gadadhara is one Acharya. He is Vishnu and Shiva. Dono ka opulence he has. He is called Advaita Acharya. And Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Shri Advaita Acharya and then Gadadhara Pandit. He is Gadadhara Pandit. He is a Shakti of Radharani. He is Radharani ka avatar on Shakti Rupa. They say no, each energy is Shakti. And then Shrivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shrivasadi. He is a Shrivasadi Thakur. He is Bhakti. He is a devotee. He is a spiritual master. And he is a devotee. So they come with that opulence, and we are actually praying to all that people, our obeisances to them, and then we say our Krishna mantra, Maha mantra. Okay, so again I'm saying, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, and to all their devotees. We are just saluting, we are just prostrating and just bless us. We are taking their blessings. And then Maha Mantra we can see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we always say chant and be happy. So chanting is not like with force we chant. We just enjoy chanting and we remain happy. More you chant, you remain happy forever. And this is the end of the class, and we'll just Jai accept karenge. I will open the lock also, so you can say Jai along with me. And this is the shloka for all your Vaishnavas, people who have joined our class. You are all Vaishnavas, so I'm prostrating in front of you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. We are all Vaishnava. I'm saying namo namaha. And Anantagoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Jai, loudly. Everybody should say. Anantagoti Bhakta Vrinda ki
Jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki
Jai.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki
Jai.
Gita Bhagavad Granth ki
जय
जय
श्री राधा गोविंद की
जय
जय
और प्रेमानंदे.
जय
हरि हरि बोल.
हरि
Hari Hari
Last
Bol.
one is Hari Hari Bol. Yes. Thank you so
Hari
much.
Hari Bol.